Welcome to the Engineerable channel. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Splatrball SRB1200 Gel Blaster. This is the one that everyone has been asking for me to do an unboxing and a teardown of it. So here we go. Let's get to it. First, let's take a look at this box. So we got 1200 round drum magazine. This magazine is huge. And it shoots at a rate of 11 balls per second, which is faster than the SRB400. It claims a muzzle velocity of 210 feet per second. It's got these LED lights along the sides. It's got an exchangeable battery. It comes with a target, a charger, some water beads, safety glasses, a stock, and this giant 1200 round magazine, drum magazine. So this one, unlike the SRB400, it only has off, safety, and full auto. It does not have a single fire mode. Okay, let's take a look at what's inside here. Stop! Read the manual! Do not return this product to the store. Splatterball always has this manual right on top. They're basically telling you that if you have issues with their Splatterball gun, like it's not working, call them first and they're going to try to help you before you just take it and return it to the store. We got this giant blaster, and this thing is pretty big, pretty beefy, definitely bigger than the SRB400. Different styling. One of the first things I notice is how huge this grip is. I have big hands. I wear like an extra large glove, and this grip is enormous. So if you have small hands or you're a child, well, you're supposed to be 14 or older to use this, but even if you're a teenager, this grip might be a little bit big. I do not like right away how wide this is. I might shave some of this back right here because I just feel like it interferes with my hand. Kind of gets in the way. Especially right around here. It feels like it gets in the way a little bit. The grip does not feel quite as good as the SRB400. On the lid of the box is a reusable target taped to the inside here. This target, if you shoot it, it'll leave a mark where it's been shot. This is everything that comes in the box of the SRB1200 Splatterball Blaster. So first we have the blaster body, then we have a stock, we also have a short attachment for a strap, there's a 1200 round drum magazine, it says it includes 6,000 rounds of ammo, we have a battery. Now this battery looks like it's got a protection circuit on there, like a thermal circuit or something. We have this USB charger here, some safety glasses. There's this little filler funnel for the ammo, which is convenient. And then we have this target here, which is a color changing target, so when it gets hit with the wet gel balls, it's going to change colors and show you where you hit it. All right, let's look at each part in a little bit more detail. Okay, so the blaster, we got the blaster, and we've got our battery compartment here. You push this back, lift it up, then you can put the battery in here like this, slide it in there, plug it in. Oh, it lights up. So put the battery cover back on. So this one has some LEDs in it already that whenever it's plugged in, I guess it lights up. You can't leave the battery in here plugged in. Let me turn the lights off here for a moment so you can see that better. So as soon as I plugged in the battery, these lights lit up here. And there's no way to turn those lights off. So those lights would run down the battery if you just left it off. But it's a good indicator. It's like, hey, I'm still plugged in, unplug me, when you're done playing. This means it's going to be easy to wire a UV LED in here later to light up the gel balls before they leave the blaster for nighttime play with glow tracer gel balls. That's going to be a lot of fun. Check out my other videos to see the mods where I add a tracer unit inside here using just a simple LED. All right, next thing we add on is our stock here. So we can put the stock on the back, and we have like a full-size rifle. You take that stock off. You can put just a short strap piece if you want. This makes it more mobile. Slide the stock on. We've got our drum magazine here. Drum magazine slides right in, clips in place. I'm curious to see if this drum magazine also fits the SRB400 and vice versa if the SRB400 magazines fit the SRB1200. So check out my other videos where I'm going to do some comparison between the two and see if these magazines fit on each other. So with it in X, nothing happens. When I put it in fire mode, then it fires. I'm also going to do a video where I show you how to take this apart and disable this blue LED, or at least add a switch to it so you can turn it on and off. Because if you're playing at night or something like that, this is going to be a giveaway to your location. It definitely feels pretty cool. I like the drum mag in terms of magazine capacity. It kind of gets in the way of the hand grip in the front versus a regular magazine, but you know, it's a compromise. And also it'd be cool if you can fit the regular magazine in this one too. The stock is a little bit nicer than the one on SRB400. It's got the rubber back on the stock. This magazine fill port is here, and it's pretty small. I wish they would make a bigger magazine fill port, but it's probably a little bit more convenient than filling up the other types of magazines. The other magazines have the fill port up here, so you have to balance this thing on the table. This one, you just set it down on the side, it's stable, you can fill that. It comes with this nice little funnel here that I guess you fold up like this into shape, and then you can put it here, and this will allow you to pour your gel balls easier into the magazine. This is 6,000 Splatrball Gel Balls, and the Splatrball Gel Balls are not the greatest. I would recommend buying and using hardened gel balls. They work much better. I use these War Interest 3.0 red hardened gel balls. Buy them from AliExpress. They are very inexpensive, and they are hard, and they don't burst coming out of the gun. I've noticed like these, at least with SRB400, they burst a lot coming out of the blaster. The hardened gel balls also have a higher FPS, and they have better accuracy than the stock gel balls. But they do hurt more when you get hit with the hardened gel balls, for sure. This charger is your very generic USB lithium-ion charger. So a lot of the gel blasters have this type of charger. It's got the 3 connections here because it charges the 2 cells independently. So this USB-A connection. Safety glasses are the run-of-the-mill Splatterball safety glasses. They have adjustable length arms, adjustable angle. They work. I would really recommend getting some nice goggles or a paintball mask. Okay, so that covers everything that's inside here. Check out my next videos. I'm going to do some testing of this. We'll see how fast it fires, how many rounds per second it fires, and then we're going to do another video too of a whole full teardown, taking this apart, looking at what's inside, and then probably some more videos of how do you repair it if it breaks, etc. And also some other videos about how to upgrade it with other parts. Because I know that the SRB400 uses a gearbox that's very similar to airsoft V3 gearbox. I suspect this one uses the same gearbox, maybe a little bit different configuration because it doesn't have the single fire, and so it should be upgradable with airsoft parts. And don't forget that when you're finished playing with this blaster, you have to make sure to remove the batteries, otherwise these LEDs will stay on and run down your batteries. So check it out. There, turns off the LED. When you charge lithium-ion batteries, I always recommend charging them in a fireproof bag or a metal can, like an ammo can or something, somewhere safe where if something goes wrong and they catch on fire, you know, it doesn't burn down your house. So just be careful where you charge this. I do really like that these blasters have replaceable batteries. Some blasters come with internal batteries that are not easily user replaceable without disassembling it, and they have some kind of USB charger or something that connects into them. I do not like that style because it makes it very difficult to replace the battery if something's wrong with it. This is a much better system. You can replace the battery, you can also swap out the battery to keep playing. The more user serviceable, the better. Now, a lot of viewers ask about, can I use a higher voltage battery, like an 11.1 volt battery? This is a 7.4 volt battery. So can I use an 11.1 volt battery to get a faster fire rate? And the answer is, yes, you can, but I would recommend against it because the gearbox is plastic, the gears are plastic, they're not designed for a higher voltage. Even the motor, it'll work for a while, but something's going to break. Your gears are going to break probably first, your motor may burn out. This blaster is just not designed for a higher voltage. It's designed for 7.4 volts. So if you do that, you're going to burn up something in here. Be prepared to replace the gearbox, the gears, the motor, and when you do replace it, you're going to have to replace them with metal gears, metal gearbox, metal pinion on the motor, and a better motor. There's not much space in here for one, so you'll have to like modify it or something. There's not as much space as in the SRB400. So I'm actually going to show you how to do those things in some future videos. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for the full gearbox upgrade and even going to an 11.1 volt battery.